application. But I agree, I would think that you should be able to use your money that's already,
Well,
Right, I mean,
that's in the bank.
in my mind, this is the availability to say you could do it because you had the money. You know, if you had the $500,000 in liquid assets, it means you can't start paying the plumber, and you
I'm
can
okay
go
with
forward.
the proof. I'm okay with the proof.
You just wanted clarification.
Yeah, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can see though is if you're talking about making sure that they can go somewhere or get the first product to market, that is, I think, back to that performance bond. And that could be, you know, I mean, that's something I think we could address, and many states have. And they've said some amount is a performance bond, or, you know, we might use or try to say, you know, that $1 million in assets is potentially also held kind of as a performance guarantee that they're going to get it all the way there, so they don't end up with, you know, right before they can go to sale, out of money, and all of a sudden they just lock the doors and walk away, or something like that.
And I think that we will have somewhere in our merit that they have the ability to set up an operation plan. Staff and, yeah, you gotta be able to fund it.
And this is just a minimum.
This is just
So
a
obviously in the merit.
minimum requirement. The applicant shall provide proof of access or a surety bond in the amount of $1 million and proof of at least $500,000 in liquid assets.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Do you want a performance bond?
This is another DFA question. I hate putting you on the spot. Can we give out bonds on this type of items since it's against federal law?
Other states have had performance bonds issued, but it was not done through the government issuing that bond.
Right.
The company that is operating the cultivation facility would have a bond that they could show that would be guaranteed against their performance. There are ways that can be done that do not run afoul of federal law, though there are obviously institutions of banking that would not want to be involved.
All right, for my ignorance on this, what is a performance bond? How would you define that?
I basically define it as the money that's held either cash in an escrow account or bonded by like a surety company, meaning they would pay if certain things don't happen. So if, for example, there wasn't, they weren't able to get up and running in the 9 months or a year, whatever we say, that would be money that potentially the commission, I guess, would have, or EFNA, or however that's set up, so someone would be able to finish the job or, dispose of.
So who puts that money up?
The cultivator.
The cultivator puts they put up $500,000 just in an escrow account.
Right.
And they would put up, say, another $500,000 for the bond, is that?
Well, I think the difference is, at least in my mind, when we're talking about 5C, they're just showing proof of this. So, I mean, if you brought me something that said, hey, I got a $1 million building here and $500,000 in my own checking account, that kind of checks that box.
Yep.
Know that they got it. The performance bond would actually be, or escrow would be saying, I'm going to take money, whatever money, and I'm going to put it over here, and it's money that they could ultimately get back once they perform, or if we had to, the commission or DFNA could come in and say, we need some of that money to go clean up the mess you made or whatever. That's how I at least would look at it.
Because if you didn't have a performance bond, then they could just leave it.
So if they just left it,
That wouldn't.
then the state's ultimately gonna have to go in and clean it up and do whatever they're gonna have to do. The license would be revoked, obviously, but we would have to come back and deal with that.
So I think we would need a performance bond.
Yeah.
I would like to first consider a performance bond.
Should that be, should we look at that as a merit? I mean, should that be a minimal requirement, or should we look at that as a merit on business? Is that-
I think if we're gonna do it, it would need to be minimal.